Hi, this is Michael Aram, and I'm here today at my house in Palm Beach preparing for a dinner party with some friends tonight, and just show you a little bit behind the scenes, entertaining with Michael at home. Of course, one of my favorite things is entertaining at the bar or even just having a small drink at the end of the day to sort of switch gears after a long day of work. Of course, it's always fun to revisit some of my old favorite pieces from collections from years ago. This is one of my olive branch pieces, which still is a favorite of mine. Of course, it's a little bit of a joke that it's an olive dish, ha ha, but I love things that have meaning and narrative. Of course, we're here in Florida in Palm Beach, so what's fun is to have collections that really echo the ocean and my love of the natural world of the sea. The shagreen collection is inspired by manta rays. It's almost like a disco ball. I absolutely love it. Of course, these are like little jewels for the home. They're simple pieces, but for me, they give me a lot of delight. You know, simple napkin boxes like this, which again feel like toys with the way they're hinged. The napkin boxes make such great gifts as hostess presents as well. Another favorite gift that I love to give is our shagreen frame. You know, there's something about it that just feels like a minimized organic. It has a really beautiful shimmer that suggests the skin of the manta ray here with the spine down the middle, but still at the same time is a gift that I would give, you know, to a man, someone who had more contemporary style, or, you know, someone who just loved the ocean as much as I do. A lot of the favorite pieces of ours center around, you know, casual entertaining. I think one of the things we do as a brand is really just give people permission to entertain in a way that's, you know, maybe not so fussy, maybe not so formal, that could just be, you know, making it special for your loved ones, for inviting your neighbors over after work for just a glass of wine or some charcuterie. You know, when people interact with objects that are just a little bit out of the ordinary, there's something so magical about it. I mean, what could be better than shaking your martini in a shagreen cocktail shaker like this? It's just such a beautiful piece and adds just so much flair and style to your bar. Another favorite of mine, and this is an older piece, but it's a piece that I've given as a gift so many times, are our claw tongs. And when we sculpted them in the office years ago, we ended up chasing each other around and teasing each other with it. There's something really great about how they grip. They're super functional and really fantastic conversation starters. Another fun thing to do at the bar is play backgammon with my kids. Here we have a small banquette that I created where we have breakfast in the morning sometimes, we have dessert after night, but one of the favorite things to do here is to play backgammon. It's not only fun to do things beautifully, but it's also fun to be really prepared for your party. And one of the things I like to do is set up a bar cart just by the dining table so that when it comes time for dessert and coffee, we're really ready to roll, if you know what I mean. Here's one of my favorite new sets, which is the Mughal garden tea set. I lived in India for 35 years and it took me a long time before I started using Indian motifs in my work. I wanted it to feel really authentic to me and really come from within. Here we have, you know, beautiful Mughal flower motifs carved into the pot, a hand-hammered lid, and then the same white marble stone that they use in the Taj Mahal. They're like little buildings, little pieces of architecture, which are just so precious. It's one of my all-time favorite sets. Of course, one of our all-time favorite collections is our butterfly ginkgo collection. And here's a teapot that we love, which has, you know, all of the narrative elements of butterfly ginkgo with the woven silk of the cocoons, and then the butterflies, which are not butterflies, are actually ginkgo leaves and twigs, which just appear to emerge from the cocoon and land on the branch as they metamorphose into butterflies. Okay, now let's go look at the dinner table. Summer's just ended here in Palm Beach and we're about to hit the cooler weather, and we wanted to celebrate the end of the season and the beginning of a new one. One of the most wonderful things about being here in Florida is to be able to sit outside and to enjoy all the splendor of nature here in Florida. Some of the pieces that we've used tonight are sort of indicative of that love of nature that I have. We're using our brand new place card holders, which are our orchid enamel place cards. There's my place card right here at the head of the table. In terms of our dinnerware, we're using one of my favorite patterns, which is called goldsmiths, where the border of the plates are all 18 karat gold and they have a hand-hammered quality to them, which looks unbelievable. One of my favorite new pieces is the wood grain charger plate. Of course, it's fantastic to use them as chargers, but even as hors d'oeuvre trays or just trays at home to serve drinks, they're just absolutely stunning. One of the things that I love to do as a designer is to mix metals. So you'll see on my table there's always mixtures of silvers, golds, black nickels. Really any color is really what I love to do with the metal. And here we have our molten flatware with the gold beads. What's so interesting about this pattern is that they're hand hammered, and all of the beads are sculpted with wax and then created with a lost wax technique. So they're really like jewelry. One of the things that I really love most, and it sounds like I love everything, I sort of do, but the rock crystal wine, water, champagne glasses are just absolutely stunning. I wanted to really capture that sense of rock crystal with all the cuts and the beautiful weight of the stemware. Of course, the table would not be complete without the incredibly dramatic and beautiful palm candlesticks. We sell these in mixed heights, and here at the table I've put an extra tall one because I think it just adds such drama. And what's so wonderful, of course, is when you're sitting across from your guest, you can still see through them since they're so tall. Thank you so much for joining us virtually, and I hope that all of your entertaining is happy and joyful and healthy.